Hello, true believers. We got another package delivery. Don't mind my swollen foot. Put some ice on it. Yesterday it was fine. Today it was very tender, more tender than usual. Still, I'm trying to figure out what the pattern is, what's causing it. I know it's not trauma. There's no problem with the systems like the circulation system or the nervous system. It's mostly musculoskeletal. But I wanted to focus on this package because I'm surprised we ordered this just yesterday and the next day it was delivered. So I was shocked. Like, didn't we just order this yesterday? Well, what is this box? Well, we got a new toy, and let me show you what's inside the box. Hold on, gotta use two hands. Okay, here it is. Check it out. Zefal Mudguards. Everybody knows we just got a new mountain bike. So for Hero and I running, and we were scheduled to run this morning. I had my shorts ready and my foot just acted up, so had to wait until the swelling's gone. So I took some ibuprofen and put some ice on it. Hopefully the swelling is gone down enough where I can tolerate the pain. But anyway, let's go to these splash guards. So I was looking around online on YouTube videos and saw that people love these things. And it actually looks good. It's low profile. It's pretty reasonable. It's better than what we were using before. It was free, so it's no big deal. But one pair of Zefal Mudguards for 1,440 pesos. And we just ordered it yesterday, so look at the date. So I'm shocked how fast it was delivered. It must be just close by because they just got it and they sent it out. So so we got a pair, one for the rear, one for the front. And they're made in France. Seriously? The problem with it is we don't know if it's gonna fit into a 29 inch. I mean, it says here 27.5 inch, but I heard in the comments that it fits 29 inch. So go figure. There's only one size, so I didn't have a choice. So this is what it looks like in the back. So you got the instructions over here to kind of tell you how. So we're gonna try to mount it on our 29 inch mountain bike, and I'll let you know how it goes. So number one, I'm impressed with, so the price is decent. So about 720 pesos each with free shipping, and it was fast. So here we go, made in France, Zefal Mudguards. Let's install it and try it out. Okay, true believers, here it is. The Zefal No Mudguards are installed. As you can see, it looks very nice. Look how it's low profile, and the matte black finish matches the matte black finish of the carbon fiber Trinx Honor 1500 Quest mountain bike. So before we take a closer look, let's take a look at the leftover accessories. Since I got two, these are all the straps that go around the for example, over here at the fork. So you get like a small, medium, large, and since I only needed a large, I needed a large over here because that's a fat fork, and over here I just needed a small. So I got all these leftovers, but they provide you with a small, medium, large just in case. So the tools that you're just gonna need is the L wrench over here and scissors. I didn't really use the screwdriver to move this around, to move this extension around, this Zefal extension, because I actually wanted, because in the front you're supposed to move it over here, and I said no, I like it better down there, so I just kept this. I didn't need the screwdriver, but you will need scissors and you will need the L wrench. So let's take a closer look. And it's supposed to be here in the box. It says it's supposed to fit 26 inch and 27.5 inch mountain bikes, but as you could see, with some maneuvering, it will fit a 29er. Check that out. So here it is, and I'll tell you what I like about it and probably what I don't like about it. So if you look at this right here, so let's focus on the front. Look how low profile it is. I pretty much adjusted it so where it's like hugging the tire, so you're not going to be running into it when you're pedaling over here and you turn. But still, there's plenty of clearance, as you can see. There's still plenty of clearance there. So of course, if you're bouncing around, there might be, you could run into, you could bounce down and get caught, but I don't think so. These things, it's secured pretty solid. It's got this nut bolt system. So it's, at least it doesn't look ghetto. Like, here, I'll show you the ones that I had before. These ones, oh my goodness. So I had these ones before, and these were terrible. I took them off right away because not only were they an eyesore, they were just put on by these plastic ties, but they're not gonna offer you, look how short they are. Look, they're not gonna offer you much coverage. Look at that. They were just kind of put on right there, and compared to over here. So these were pretty useless. So, I mean, they were free, but I wouldn't waste my money on these. So let's take a look at, so if you look at it, like, so I got it to line up, tried to get it as perfectly as I could. And you're probably saying, how come, what about this part over here? There's no splash guard. Well, most of the splash is gonna happen is gonna be down here, down there, and up here. So then by the time it gets over here, there's not gonna be that much splash anymore. So you're okay, but most 90%, 99, 95, 90% of the splash is gonna be happening from the front, from there. So not so much, but I look at how it's not obtrusive, it's low profile, and it doesn't look terrible. It makes it look like the Bat mountain bike, or the Batmobile mountain bike version. So let's go to the back. This one, as you can see, it's got pretty nice coverage, but I can see that it's not fully extended. So what I like about it is I like the color, I like how it mounts, and it's very secure. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. And it just takes a couple of hours just to kind of adjust it and to get it perfectly lined up, perfectly right. Me, I'm kind of a OCD or anal retentive when it comes to just getting it exactly right. So if you look, you know, I need it to be exactly centered. So if you want to look at the clearance, it's got pretty good clearance over here, like that. So plenty of clearance. And it's still low profile. So it looks pretty good. The other ones, it just doesn't look like it goes with it, but this one, it's, as you can see, it goes well with the bike. I mean, it's black, so it'll go with any color. So, well, I like it very much. For the price, the delivery, it was a good experience. I highly recommend it. I think we got it from Shopee. Anyway, some of the things that probably the cons about it is, so the best part about it is great coverage here in the front, low profile, very secure, not very complicated to put on. It's just the adjusting part takes a long time to do. But over here, probably the biggest con is that, like, this is gonna get your back. So if you look at the seat over here and you kind of elevate it a little bit up, you're covered pretty good up to this point. But once you start getting higher and higher, you could see at the end of the bike over here, the end of the tire over here. So once you start seeing that as you get higher, probably your head and your shoulder area is still gonna get some splash damage. But maybe definitely your lower back and your lower butt, like up until this point, is not gonna get as much splash damage. But you'll see at a point where you get high enough, then now for me, I don't think I'm gonna be going that fast. So I'm not too worried about it. So, but for people that are and that want more coverage, then this is probably not. If you want like 192% to 100% splash protection, splash guard, then this is probably not it. But this will probably cover 70 to 80% of your back, but the head and shoulders area is probably going to get some splash damage, especially if you're going very fast and especially if it's very muddy conditions. So that's the only thing. And then probably the other thing is I wish they probably put some reflectors on this, or maybe the reason why they're not putting reflectors or lights on it because they probably want to keep it low profile. Some people don't want it to be too obvious. So I could see that, and you could probably put lights and reflectors somewhere else, probably like behind the seat. But other than that, I think it looks great. I like it. Before it looked very plain. Now you've got an additional accessory that actually adds to the look of the bike and goes well with the color. So I like it. I not only do I like it, I recommend it to others. The only downside is that it's, like I said, you're not gonna get 100% coverage in the back, but you're definitely gonna get 100% coverage in the front. The price is good, and it'll just take a long time to do the adjustments. The installation is pretty simple. And other than that, maybe you could add additional reflectors or lights to it, or stickers to it. It looks like it can accommodate it. But other than that, if you don't, I'm perfectly happy with the way this thing is, the way it is. The only thing I probably want to add next is probably a stand. I know it's not popular to put stands on these things, but I find myself like getting off the bike and like, what the hell do I lean it up against? What happens if I have nothing to lean it up against and I'm just kind of holding on to it? So I'm kind of, if I can find like a nice low profile stand that will go with the bike and it's not too kind of out of place looking, then maybe we will add a stand to it for practical purposes. So I just want to add things to it that are practical. So one of the things I added was here to add for my keys, phone, wallet, and maybe a small tool or bike repair kit or something like that. But anyway, so it's the utility of the bag, of the seat bag, and then the utility of the splash. And if we could add to the form as well as the function for a reasonable price, then why not? This is not a very expensive bike. We did get it for $38,500. So you don't want to make it look cheap by putting cheap parts in it. And even though the splash guard, the Zefal Nomad Mudguard, is pretty affordable, it still looks like $1 million, as you could see. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Would you get it? How does it look to you? Like I said, one of my favorite things about it is like it's nice and low profile. Look how low profile that is, and the wheel spins still very freely. Love it. So if you want to review again how it looks from the side over here, you get the Honor 1500 Quest, Trinx. I like how you got this kind of Adidas stripe Trinx to it. Like I said, I like the color. Honor 1500 Quest, the stripes. You've got the T700 carbon fiber, and the handlebar is Trinx also. So is the grips over here, looks Trinx too. And the gears are, what is this? Tektro for the hydraulic brakes, and then it's got the remote front suspension lockout right there, like so. The only problem I ran into was trying to get around this cable over here. There was this cable, but was able to get the strap around it, no problem. Other than that, there was no other complications. It was pretty straightforward and simple. If you want to look at what the gears look like, so that's a, what is it, Tektro hydraulic brake. The tires are Maxxis Trinx. Look at this, designed in Italy. It's a SRAM. Like I said, this is my first mountain bike. Well, actually my second. The first one was defective. But I'm perfectly happy with this SRAM gear set. When we tried it out and we climbed the steepest hills, there was no problem. So this is a Icon. So Icon 29 by 2.2 inches, 65 PSI. See on the fork it says Trinx on it. Not sure what this means over here. Somebody in the comments probably will let me know. And this seat, Trinx seat. Now you could probably get a more comfortable seat, but for our purposes, I mean, after a few hours, any seat, no matter how comfortable it is gonna start getting sore. But still, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with the pedals. These are stock. SRAM XS. Not sure what that dub, and I'm sure it's a good quality pedal system, and I'm not sure if you can read that. SRAM XXT Eagle Technology, I think is what it says. So that's another, so again, an overview of the Trinx Honor 1500 Quest cheap carbon, affordable, I don't want to say cheap, affordable carbon fiber bike with the Zefal No Mud Mudguard. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So ends our review. This is Zefal. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Thanks for watching.